Hi everyone, welcome back to 8th standard maths class. In the previous video we have learned the third concept of equal triangles, and from the activity first question also we finish. Now let's move on to next question, that is question number 2. Here is your question. In the figure, AP and BQ equal and parallel, drawn at the end of the line AB. The point of intersection of PQ and AB is marked as M. For sub question, are the sides of triangle AMP equal to the sides of triangle BMQ? Why? Second sub question, what is special about the position of M on AB? Third sub question, draw a line 5.5 cm long using a set square. Locate the midpoint of this line. Okay, so here one figure is given. In that the line AP and BQ, okay, that are equal and parallel. First of all, let's draw the rough figure and just analyze the question. After that, let's solve the problem. Okay, this is a rough figure. Okay, so here we can see two triangles here. First one is AMP, first triangle. Second is BMQ. And in the question it is given that the line AP, that means this line and the line BQ are equal and parallel. Okay, these two are equal. AP and BQ are equal and they are parallel also. Okay, if AP equal to BQ and it is parallel means we can apply what? Z rule we can apply here. Okay, Z rule like this. This Z rule and the reverse of Z, that also we can apply. So if we consider this Z rule like this, if we consider like this, we can see that this angle P, okay, this angle P and which angle will be equal? Angle P and angle Q will be equal. Reason is they are alternate angles. Okay, Z rule. So angle P and angle Q are equal because of alternate angles. Now let's consider the mirror image of Z. Like if we consider this Z, next let's consider this Z. This is also alternate angles rule. Okay, these two angles will be equal. That means here angle PABQ, like this. Okay, when we consider this Z rule, here angle A and angle B will be equal. Second angle. Okay, these two angles will be equal. No need to consider this line. Just consider this line. Okay, so angle A and angle B will be equal. Reason is the same. What? Alternate angle. Now, here PA and BQ are equal sides, and at the end angle P and angle A, that also we got equal. So by the third concept we can say that these two triangles are equal triangles. Okay, our first sub question is, are the sides of triangle AMP and BMQ are equal? That is, this triangle and this triangle equal or not? That is the first sub question. Okay, so here we got one side and the two angles at the end are equal for these two triangles. So we can say that these two are equal triangles and the sides opposite to equal angles will be equal. Already one side we got as equal. So next one will be what? This angle's side. So angle P's opposite is AM. Here angle Q. Angle Q's opposite is BM. So AM and BM equal. Similarly, this is second angle's opposite side, that is PM, and this one's opposite is MQ. These side also equal. Third side, that also will be equal. Okay, now the second sub question is, what is the speciality of M here? Okay, M in the line AB. What is the speciality of M? So here we can see that AM and BM are equal. So from this point towards the left and towards the right, both are equal. That means what will be the position of M? M will be the midpoint. Okay, M will be exact middle point. Then only we will get both the side as equal. So second sub question answer is M is the midpoint. Okay. Now the third sub question is divide a line 5.5 centimeter using a set square like the figure given in the question. Okay, like the figure given in the question, we have to divide this 5.5 centimeter long line using set square. So for that, using scale, first of all draw a line AB 5.5 centimeter. Okay, here I already drawn one 5.5 centimeter line AB. Next, we have to draw two sides from the point A and from the point B. Okay, just check your question in the textbook. Okay, just check the figure given in the textbook. What was the figure? One line like this, then from this point one line, from this point one line, then these two lines are joined. Okay, this was the figure given in the question. Okay, so here one more condition was given, that is this two sides must be equal and parallel. That's why we are using the set square. Okay, so for that, first of all draw 5.5 centimeter long line, then take your set square. Okay, take the set square and keep it like this. Take a set square and keep like this. Okay, after that, from this point, from the end point, draw a line here. Okay, from the point A, just draw a line. Okay, like this. Okay, using set square, keep like this and draw a line here. Similarly, take the set square and keep it like this in from the B point towards the down. Okay, towards the down also we have to draw one line. So keep the set square like this. It must be correct. Okay, like this, and draw a line from the B point towards down. Okay, second line also ready. So from the point A, one line, from the point B, next line using set square. Now in the question it is given that these two lines must be equal. Already parallel, because we are using set square, that's why these two are parallel, and we need equal also. So for that, using set square, measure equal measurement here and here. Say 3 or 4 centimeter, that up to you. Okay, any measurement, but here it is 4, then you have to measure 4 here also. Okay, whatever be the measurement here, the same measurement you have to take here also. Okay, so I am going to measure 3 centimeter from the here. Okay, so here I measure 3 centimeter here and 3 centimeter here. Okay, so this is a P point, this is a Q point. Using scale you can measure. After that, join this P point and Q point. Using scale, join P and Q like this. Okay, so this is a line which divide the line 5.5 centimeter AB at this point. Okay, that means let's take this point as M. So here AM and BM will be equal. We can cut the remaining, just rub the remaining portion. Okay, so this is the method. First draw 5.5 centimeter line, then using set square draw a line in upwards and draw a line in downwards from A and B. After that, measure any measurement you can take, 3, 4 like that. So from that point join to the downward line. Okay, so this is the method.
Next is question number 3. In the figure, ABCDE is a pentagon with all sides of the same length and all angles of the same size. The sides AB and AE extended meet the side CD extended at P and Q. For sub-question, are the sides of triangle BPC equal to the sides of triangle EQD? Why? Are the sides of AP and AQ of triangle APQ equal? Why? These are the two sub questions. Okay, one large figure is given, and in that triangle a pentagon also given. ABCD is a pentagon. First let's draw the rough figure and just analyze the question. Okay,
this is a rough figure given in the question. Okay, so this is A, B, C, D, E. This is a pentagon. A, B, C, D. Pentagon means 5-sided closed figure. 5 sides are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the pentagon, and the speciality of this pentagon is all the sides are equal and all the angles are also equal. That is given in the question. All the sides, that means these 5 sides are of equal length, and all the angles, all these angles are also equal, and it it is given that the line AB, this line AB is extended to P. CD also extended to P. AB and CD, the line just extended to meet the point P. Here AE and the same CD is extended to meet the point Q. Just extended. Okay, straight line extended. And after extending, we will get two triangles here. That is PBC and EDQ. These two are the triangles here. Okay, first triangle, this is the second triangle. Our first sub question is, are the sides of triangle BPC and EQD are equal or not? What is the reason? That also you have to write. Okay, so any of the three concepts we need to apply. Okay, so first of all, let's check whether we can apply which concept. Okay, so for that, here we have, for the pentagon all the angles are equal. So this angle also equal, this angle also equal. Okay, here also this is an equal angle, this is an equal angle. So if we consider this side, angle B, what about this angle? Whatever be this angle, this line we can consider as linear pair. In 7th standard you have learned about the linear pair. Okay, if this is 30 degree, this will be 180 minus 30. Okay, if this is 30, here also it is 180 minus 30. Linear pair means the sum of these two angles are 180. Let's take that angle as x degree. Here we don't know what is the angle, so let's take it as x degree. So if angle B is x degree, here it will be what? 180 minus x degree. Okay, here it will be 180 minus x degree. And here also all the angles are x. This is x degree means here all the angles are x degree, because that is already given in the question. So this is also x degree means this angle, that also linear pair, that is 180 minus x degree. Okay, so these two are 180 minus x degree, and in between side it's a line. Here also the same rule we can apply, because this is also a part of pentagon. Okay, here also angles are x degree and x degree. Okay, so this angle will be 180 minus x. Here also 180 minus x, and this DE and BC are equal sides. That also given in the question. Okay, all the sides are equal for this pentagon. So BC and DE equal, and in at the end two angles, angle B and angle C, that also equal. So which concept we can apply here? One side and two angles at the end. Here also one side and two angles at the end. So by third concept, okay, so by the third concept we can say that these two triangles are equal triangles. Okay, so this is the answer for the first sub question. First sub question, what the triangles are equal triangles, reason is applying the third concept. Okay, now the second sub question. Second sub question is, are the sides of AP, that means the whole line AP and AQ are equal for the triangle APQ. For whole triangle APQ, for the whole triangle APQ, are the sides of AP and AQ equal or not? That is a question. So from this concept, by applying the third concept, we got these two triangles as equal triangles. So let's check the sides also. Okay, if equal triangle means the sides opposite to equal angles will also be equal. So these two angles equal means these two sides will also be equal. This angle's opposite side and this angle's opposite side, that is PB and PC are equal. Okay, so and here also what, this side is also equal, and here also for these two angles EQ and DQ are also equal. So EQ equal to PB. Okay, for these two triangles EQ is same as PB. Okay, EQ and PB equal. Already AB and AE equal. AB equal to A. That is already given in the question. Parts of regular pentagon. Regular means all the sides equal. All sides are equal here. That is why AB and AE also equal. So, if these two sides equal and these two sides equal means what we can say, that the whole line, that is AP, is equal to AQ. Okay, this part equal, this part equal. These two parts also equal. Then we add also, the sum will also be what? Same. That's why AP and AQ are equal. Okay, so this is a second sub question answer.
Next is question number 4. In triangle ABC and triangle PQ are shown below. AB equal to QR, BC equal to RP and CA equal to PQ. First sub question is, are CD and PS equal? Why? Second sub question, what is the relation between the areas of triangle ABC and triangle PQR? Okay, here in these two triangles already three sides are equal given. Okay, so let's draw the rough figure.
This is a rough figure given in the question. First triangle ABC, second triangle PQR. Okay, here already given three sides. Three set of sides as equal. Let's check which all are the equal sides here first. And our first sub question is RCD. That means this perpendicular line, and here PS. This is also a perpendicular line because 90 degrees given. Okay, we need to check whether CD and PS are equal sides. Okay, so for that, first of all, let's mark the equal sides. So here AB equal to QR. AB means this first side. Okay, this first side is the same as QR. Okay, these two are the first equal side. Next is BC equal to RP. That means this side, second side. BC is the same as RP. Second one. Third one, CA equal to PQ. So CA is this side, third side. CA is the same as PQ. So all the three sides equal means these two triangles are equal triangles. Okay, from the question itself it is given these two are equal triangles. Okay, now we need to check CD and PS equal or not. That also we can say. Why? Since three sides as equal, the three angles will also be equal. Okay, so here third sides opposite angle, angle B. Here third side opposite angle, angle R. These two are equal angles, angle B and angle R. Here you can see that this CD side is opposite of equal angles. Okay, CD is the opposite of angle B. Here PS is the opposite of angle R. Both angles are equal. Otherwise, you can directly say that CD and PS are equal because they are perpendicular line of equal triangles. Okay, CD is a perpendicular line, PS is a perpendicular line. So, as it is a perpendicular line of equal triangles, these two perpendicular lines are equal. Okay, that is the first sub question. Now, second sub question is, what is the relation between area of these two triangles? Relation between area of these two triangles. What is the equation area of triangle? Area of triangle equation is half into B into H. Half BH is the equation. So here B is the base and H is the height. So for the first triangle, perpendicular line will always be height. Okay, from the upper vertex to the base, that perpendicular line is the height. So here CD is the height and AB is the base. Okay, now check the second triangle. Here the perpendicular line is PS. That means height is PS. Already CD and PS are equal. So height of the first triangle and height of the second triangle also equal. Now base RQ. Here RQ and AB are equal. So base also equal. If base and height are equal, we can say that both have same area. So that is a relation. Both triangles have same area. Next subheading is isosceles triangles. Okay, this also you have learned in 7th standard. So isosceles triangle means if for a triangle, if any two sides are equal, then that triangle isosceles triangle. For example, in this triangle ABC, this AB is 5 centimeter. Suppose AB is 5 centimeter and AC also 5 centimeter. Both the measurements are same. Then we can say that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Simply, if any two sides, it is not compulsory of these two sides must be equal. It can be these two or these two. If any two sides of a triangles are equal, then that triangle is an isosceles triangle. And for an isosceles triangle, if these two sides equal means their opposite angles will also be equal. Two sides equal mean that same opposite two angles will also be equal. That means this 5 centimeters opposite angle is here, angle B. This 5 centimeter opposite angle is angle C. Okay, so angle B and angle C will be equal. So isosceles triangle means two side and two angles will be equal. That two angles must be opposite of equal sides. Okay, so this is the isosceles triangle. And one more speciality, if we draw a perpendicular line from the upper vertex to the base, okay, if we draw a perpendicular line like this, perpendicular line, okay, to the base, that perpendicular line will divide the base into two equal halves. Okay, the perpendicular line will divide the base into two equal halves. This is a speciality of isosceles triangle. Okay, that means here perpendicular line end at the point D. So BD and DC will be equal. For example, if BC is 6 centimeter, suppose if BC is a 6 centimeter, then this DB will be 3, DC will be 3. Okay, so these are the specialities of isosceles triangle. And next is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means for a triangle we know three sides are there. If all the three sides are equal, then that triangle is equilateral. Okay, the name itself says that. EQ means equal, lateral means sides. Okay, so all the sides equal. If all the sides are equal, that triangle will be equilateral triangle. If this is 5 centimeter, this is 5, this is 5. All the three sides are 5 centimeter, then we can say that the triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Isosceles means any two sides equal, but equilateral means all the three sides equal. If all the three sides equal means all the angles will also be equal. All the angles will also be equal, and that angle is fixed. That is 60 degree. Okay, 60 degree is a one angle. Then only we will get the total as 180 degree. 60 plus 60, 120, 120 plus 60, 180. Okay, so one angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degree. This is a fixed angle only for equilateral triangle. But for isosceles triangle, we can't predict that angle. Okay, but for equilateral, that one angle always it will be 60 degree. Okay.